Well, welcome to Failing to Read the News, episode 25. So we have in the chat, we have Chadwick, been fun there, and Rick Gamer Girl says she'll be joining soon. They have Blind Girl with me, but she's muted right now because she has stuff going on in the background. So, yeah. Right, may as well start. On my flag just to. Ah, fuck's sake.
Hello, hello.
Oh, we have a trucker. Good to save my arm.
Apologies. I just did something that I haven't done in over 20 years.
Well,
wasted an entire afternoon playing video games.
Yeah, fun. Oh, that's your day off.
Yeah, it is, but I'm stuck in a parking lot in a little place in Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah, well, for just.
Yeah, I've got better places I could be, but this will work.
It's been sat bored all day.
Yeah.
The porn law seems to be back. World's first porn ban. The porn law in the UK seems to be back.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's fucking fantastic. World's first porn ban law is not a silver bullet and won't determine British teenagers from finding adult content. Says the very watchdog they're supposed to enforce it. Why are you still enforcing it then? Doesn't make any sense. Why would you enforce something? Why would you enforce something that you made it won't work? Know. That's just a waste of time then, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of what's the point, really, you know?
It's just control for the sake of control at this point, isn't it? Really?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
They just want to control shit, but there we go, I guess. That's just the way things are. New online porn controls designed to stop children seeing adult content are not a silver bullet and will not always work. The watchdog. That will police have made it today. What? That will police have made it today. That doesn't make sense.
I don't think there's much that is making. I don't think there's much that is making sense.
Oh, it's fine.
Hi, Britt.
Just finishing off the last bit of the scene of the game.
Don't worry, love. I was late too.
The British Board of Film Classification determined teenagers will find new ways to access pornography.
Porn's bad, you guys.
Yes, it is bad.
Yeah,
no,
porn bad.
Having no porn is bad.
The thing is, the people forcing out admitting that it won't work. So why are they enforcing it? You're going to be, it doesn't work,
Hey,
why enforce it?
Come here, please. Pick up your coat. You want these? Pick up your coat.
That music better not be copyrighted, you know, otherwise I'm...
Good boy.
Well, that music's still on.
There you go.
Sorry, it's on. It's on now. Sorry. I completely forgot that music was still on. I was listening to an audio book while playing the game.
Yeah, you had in your theme earlier. Is that what that is?
Yeah, we have solidified our place as being less professional than Monkey.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
Don't you drop that over the balcony.
No, well, there's a reason no one watches the stream anymore.
Scotty, remember that. Just remember that. Don't piss on the shower curtain and don't drop that over the balcony.
Yeah, well, he's trying to dump the Lucky Charms cereal over the balcony to watch it fall while he eats the marshmallows. And there were people walking by, so I'm like, don't, no! Do not, please. At least he's not dropping his pants today, so we're good. Yeah, the day is young, but I have my sighted mom here that will let me know that he is showboating his penis in public.
Why not? Let him do it. Let him do it. This is the only time in life he'll be able to get away with it.
True.
He's done it way too many times. I feel like he's gone past the appropriate number of dick wavings on my balcony for his age. I feel like there's a number. There's like a number there that, lets you know the appropriate number of times you're allowed to, prance around with no pants. He has exceeded all of them.
There's something sitting behind you. Turn around.
When you think the stream could not be any lower?
10 minutes of dinner.
Yeah, it's a big blasphemy. Age restrictions on viewing adult videos and images, first in the world, will come into effect on the 15th of July. The Digital Minister, Margot James, said. In a question and answer session on the website itself, response to the new law, the BBFC says that will primarily target adult websites with high volumes of traffic. But we'll be partly relying on whistleblowers to tell about smaller sites breaking the law, so basically people grassing on them, essentially.
Remember, Americans, we are the UK's new smut dealers. Be ready.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start downloading a lot of porn there, aren't I?
Yep, download it now so you don't have to later.
Or I could just buy a VPN. I'm going to have to buy a VPN anyway at some point, probably.
They're trying to outlaw those.
Yeah, probably.
Why am I not surprised?
It made that the new law part of the Digital Economy Act 2017 is mainly aimed at children who accidentally stumble across pornography on commercial websites. We'll just look at what your kids are looking at, really. It's not that hard. It's not the government's job to do that. There are filters and stuff like that for a reason.
I'm torn on that topic because I don't think 12 and 13-year-olds should be watching hardcore porn because their parents are too stupid to have internet security. I feel like that's a good thing, but at the same time, I feel like grown adults now have restrictions on porn, and that's a bad thing. So, yeah.
See, the thing is, Chadwick can back me up on this. I remember rubbing one out to the Sears and Roebuck's catalog.
Wait, what?
There's always going to be porn of some sort.
Yeah, but you should still try your best to protect children from it.
True, but what I'm saying is, you outlaw one kind of porn, something that's less in your face is going to be porn.
Well, it's not on your face and in your face.
Yeah, I don't think you should outlaw certain kinds of porn. I don't think, certain kinds of porn shouldn't be available to grown-ass adults. But I do think there should be more to stop children from being able to access it. And are you sure you're 18? Click is not one of them. That is stupid. So...
Yeah, because that's going to fucking work.
The thing is, kids are clever now. They can use their parents' ID or their parents' information to actually get on the porno site.
Exactly.
Damn, I keep trying to get it. Sorry.
Well, I don't feel bad for the grown-ass adults that are going to have to get a porn license because the kids won't get access to it. I really don't feel bad for that at all. I don't.
That's not going to stop the kids, sweetie. They're going to get other people to buy them for them.
Yeah, I know, but it'll be a little less accessible at least. Obviously, not everything is going to work, but, not giving... trying to stop children from getting access to porn is a good thing, although I think this new law is in bad faith and it's not actually for that. It's to control what grown-ups are watching. But I would like to think under good faith that they are trying to prevent children from getting a hold of it, which I will actively be an activist for because I'm a mom.
But it's not the government's job to be a parent, though. It's the parent's job to be a parent.
Sure. Go give it to mom.
Think of the law of unintended consequences.
Or sorry, I mean grandma. Go give it to grandma. Grandma, he's coming with a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Cryptic big penis.
Nicky.
Well,
Big penis.
I
cryptic.
realize it's the parents.
something you
not
wish you had. I
but
mean,
if
you're
you got-
Asian. You don't have a big penis, do you?
Yeah.
If you got
Blind girl-
stupid, dumbass parents, I still think it's a good idea to try and protect children from
Blind girl,
dumbass
think
adults.
of the law of unintended consequences. They go to ban any kind of nudity or anything that anybody can consider pornography. Well, that just means some kid can't look at the digital version of that picture that's hanging in your bathroom. See the problem?
True. I do. I mean, if they then outlawed what children can view, I think that would be going too far.
Well, that's pretty much what
But
they're doing,
I
though, isn't it?
think- Well,
Mhm.
reining in on the porn industry versus Jack being able to see Michelangelo's David, I think are two very opposite extremes from that.
Doesn't
I
it
realize
doesn't matter.
It's a
It
slippery
will.
slope to that
It's still a
extreme,
dick, though, isn't it? So
but
it's
it
still.
Yeah, still a digital picture of a penis.
So, blind guy, you just cut out.
but they haven't enacted that yet. You can't say, well, they could enact it as a reason to not do things. Like, I would like to think that, there's a bad thing about having a porn card, but at the same time, I'd like to see the good in it, which is maybe children will have less access to porn
We already-
at, 11, 12, 13.
Sweetheart,
already
that's
have-
not going to stop them. If kids want to get hold of a porn pass, they will.
Look at the law of back to the law of unintended consequences on that. As it stands right now, think of it this way: a perfect example is Brit's Discord is set up to where you can't send her "quote unquote" pornography over a direct message. I can't send her a picture of my son because according to whatever Discord looks for, it says that a picture of my son is basically smut.
Actually, that's
What?
not true because somebody sent me tons of links to a porno site. Apparently,
Oh,
I
fucking
don't
hell.
know.
I remember the one where like someone flooded your Discord and it was traumatizing. I still haven't gotten over that.
Yeah, I deleted all those.
I should
Yeah,
not have looked
and I
into
mean-
that. I should not
What
have
did you
looked
look
at
at
that.
it?
I
But
didn't.
you can't condemn not being able to send porn to people, saying, well, that's bad because now I can't send pictures of my kid. It's good that she's protected from things she doesn't want to see. This system is just flawed and they don't have the technology yet to discern children from porn, but at least she's protected from seeing shit she doesn't want to see. It's at the expense of you not sending a photo of her son, but send it by another means. Like, it's a minor inconvenience, but the good of it is she doesn't get crazy porn.
Once the porn pass goes into effect, there will be no other way to send it to her. That's the thing.
Well, that's good that there's no way to send her porn if she doesn't want to see it.
No.
That's good. Like,
Anyway,
No. The same
Really?
algorithmic screw up that keeps her from sending porn will
No,
say
not gonna
there's
give them
no way to send her a picture of my son. Period.
well, we don't actually know that until that comes into effect. Maybe it won't be the same algorithm. Maybe a different program will have algorithm.
I mean, as I said before, kids can actually somehow get past the porn pass, or they'll get other
Yeah, but
people.
they have to work a little harder to do it, which is the point, is to make it less accessible. Now they have to work extra hard to do it.
The
It's
thing
like,
is, once
over
they
here, you have
find the
porn on
pass-
TV. Over here, you have literally porn on TV over here. Like you go on like you go on a TV channel late at night, you'll find porn.
There's always a way around it, hun. People will find a
So how are
way
you gonna
around it.
stop? How are you going to stop kids from doing that then? You're just going to do the same thing. You're just
Jack,
going to
wait for your lucky charm.
do you think there should be passes for that as well, or just
I don't know. I mean, they put it on late night TV to assume that children are not awake to watch it. That is one stopper.
Again, that's
Hi, buddy.
down to parental guidance. And unfortunately, not many people are willing to be parents.
True, but I mean, I actually, like I said, I don't applaud this specific law because I don't think it's going to affect thinking. But on the basis of children seeing porn, I would be okay with the government putting up tougher security so kids can't see it. I don't think they've done it correctly, but I would be okay with them putting up some kind of tougher standard so that children don't get as much access to it, and they have to work a little harder to get it, because I really don't think children should be able to get access because their parents are idiots.
But again,
It's
it's
not like
Twitter.
government
As I
shall be
said
paid,
before,
so is it?
kids are clever now, and they'll be able to find access around the new porn pass. They will find access around it. even if they have to use like a different kind of like access or website, even if they have to change stuff, they'll do it and they'll find a way around it.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's when you start evolving your methods to at least try and make that a little harder.
But
Like,
again,
I don't think we
sweetheart,
should stop.
at the end of the
I don't
day, it's
think we
down to
should stop
parenting.
trying. Yeah, but I don't think we should stop trying to find a solution just because parents are stupid. I think trying to find a solution to that kind of problem is a good thing, regardless of whose fault it is or not. They're getting access to it. I really do think somebody should do something about it.
Yeah, the parents. That's
should
what
have
you
access
feel
to
about it.
porn.
The parents should do it.
Yeah,
It's not
but
the
if the
government.
parents.
It's not the government's job to moral police
realize
everybody and restrict things. It's not their job to.
No, I don't think they should moral somebody. Like, I don't think the government should say you can't watch porn because they don't want grown-ups watching porn. But if the government is saying, look, too many kids are getting access to porn, I'm not gonna get mad at that because I completely agree. But that's only because I'm viewing it through the eyes of a parent.
Yeah, we know, but we know you're a good mom. But I'm on about other people. I mean, kids are going to find porn magazines, or they're gonna see stuff like that. They're gonna somehow have access to it, no matter what they say.
But
I think a porn magazine is 100% different than watching some BDSM porn on the internet, and it really is. Pictures versus the act of sex in some very disgusting ways are two very completely different.
Well, they're restricting pictures as well.
They're
restricting pictures as well. That's what it says under the law. So
one of the problems right there is when it boils down to it, you're assuming that it's your right to decide what somebody else finds over the top or offensive when it comes to pornography.
When it pertains to children, yes. When it pertains to children, and only when it pertains to children, yes. I mean, in a perfect world, I would say kids shouldn't be able to watch porn until they're old enough to understand what the fuck it is, but it's not a perfect world. Do I think we should stop exploring options? No. Do I think the government should control grown-ups? No. But I do think we should be looking at different ways to try and stop children from getting access to it because their parents are idiots. And I am okay with the government deciding what is hardcore porn when it pertains to children and only children.
By the time a kid's like 12 or 13, they've already seen this kind of shit anyway, probably more than likely.
And that's what we're trying to prevent, is them not seeing this shit. Like,
they're
I don't see why you're.
But they've already learned it in school, though.
The government is not going to stop.
Porn in school.
No, but they've already learned about sex and stuff like that in school by the age of like 12 or 13. They would have done, because I did.
Yeah, learn about sex and porn are, again, two very different things. Learning about sex versus hardcore porn, again, two very different things.
What do you consider hardcore porn in this sense?
Yeah, Chadwick's asking that.
Where do you draw the line that says this is hardcore porn?
When a child can see people whipping people, when a child can see hardcore fisting, when a child can see gross shit like that, that's what I consider hardcore porn to a child.
Okay,
if a child stumbles on some soft sex shit, I wouldn't condone it, but I wouldn't be like, oh my god, that child is fucked up forever. But some
any artistic
shit that's out there,
any kind of artistic rendition of what happened during the
during
the
a
crusade.
Child, yes.
Can you let me finish one sentence, please?
Sure, why not? All
by saying anybody who gets caught whipping, or anybody who whips somebody else, you just outlawed half the artistic depictions of the Spanish Inquisition, the Crusades, the self-flagelists during the medieval times. All that's now illegal.
No. I did not say it was illegal. I said we should try and stop children from getting access to it.
Right. So now,
children
are long. Children. So now children are no longer allowed in art museums. That's the fine line that you start walking. That is the fine line you start walking over when you say this must be banned.
It's a fine line between, but I mean, hardcore porn versus a freaking art museum, really?
You're the one who said people getting whipped. There are artistic depictions in museums of people getting whipped.
Artistic
children are no longer.
depictions versus a video of it happening, again, are two very different things.
You did not say that. So now children are no longer allowed in art museums.
And
All
of
right,
course,
then I'll be
images are
more
also being.
specific with my critique.
They're also doing it with images of porn as well. It's not just porn sites. And Chadwick says that in all, actually, that's the pretty things you get.
Good
Most
job.
porn sites, that's not what they're promoting. Exactly, yeah.
Good job, honey.
Like I said, I do not consider. I do
Mm-hmm.
not think the government should be telling grown-ups what they can and can't do. I do think the government should make it a little tougher for children
It's
to be
not
able
down
to
to
see
the
it.
government for the people parenting their children. It's down to the parents.
Exactly, yeah. It's not the job of the
And the
government.
So
to
it
kids.
should be okay
And
for
the-
parents to show their kids porn if they
No,
want
that's
to.
not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's down to parents to be parents. If they got a problem with it, they should do. They got the right to stop them kids from seeing this kind of shit. They could put blocks on the computer. They could do things
Wait,
like
Jack.
that.
Wait. Yeah, but like I said, I don't think the government should control grown-ups. I think the government
agree.
should be a little more considerate about children and make it tougher for them to get it. I do not support this law. I do support them making it harder for children to get access to it. I don't see how this is a controversial thing.
It's not a controversial
Good
thing, but what I'm
job.
just saying is that at the end of the day, the parenting is down to the parents, right?
And not the government.
And not the government. The government are there to basically help out the laws and stuff like that.
Good
It's
job,
down to the
honey.
parents to be parents. This isn't to do with kids. This is down to a law that's going to.
But at least if the parents don't, it'll enact something that will make sure that kids still have a tougher time getting to it. And I don't see why that would be a minus.
I'm not
Actually,
saying it's a minus.
Blind
I'm
Press
just
says
saying.
this is the parenting issue, but it's hard for children to get a hold of it.
It is a parenting issue unless you take it in an extreme context, which I don't really want to give an extreme example about that, but I could.
But sweetie, we're not on about actual children accessing porn. At the end of the day, as I said before, that's down to the parents. If the parents can't sort their kids out, then they're not real parents. What we're talking about is the fact that they're stopping adults from accessing internet so they can actually get a tax out of it, which isn't fair.
Well, yeah, and that's why I said I don't condone this law for grown-ups. I only hope that what comes of it is children don't get as easy access to it. I still don't support this law. I don't. I agree with all of you completely that it's controlling grown-ups too much. But I was trying to look at the positive aspect of it that, well, maybe children won't get access to it. I don't think that this law
Children
is in
can't
good
get
faith.
access to it now unless, they're clever enough to use their parents' ID. Legally, children can't access it now.
Exactly, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that this law is not fair on adults. Children have nothing to do with this.
Well, I know, and I agree. I agree with the fact that this law is stupid. I was just saying, I hope that the positive that comes out of this law is that children get less access to it. I do not agree with it at all.
Children
I don't
have
agree with
access
controlling
now.
grown-ups.
Unless the parents are doing a proper job, the kids can't access it now.
Okay. All right, then I concede this law is great or this law is terrible, and let's protest it right now.
Okay. Yeah, children don't go into love shops or stag shops if kids get access to the TV or computer without a locked sites. You do not want them to get access. That is your problem as a parent. Yeah. The government should not be taxing porn.
This has absolutely nothing to do with children. This is down to.
I gave up already. Can we stop arguing, please?
Okay. I wasn't arguing.
Okay. Hang on. Well, I think we just agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah.
I literally just said that a minute ago. I agree. Sure, this law is terrible, and I am completely wrong. Let's move on.
I don't know the story then. There's another fucking starving in London.
Oh, fucking hell, not again.
Awesome, because gun laws make it so people don't kill each other, right?
Yep.
Is it a religion of peace or?
I don't know. People will never find other ways to look for things, will they?
There is no such thing as a religion of peace. I'm sorry, but there is no such thing.
No.
Meal times have gone a lot easier with this.
Lawless London. Man in his 30s starved to death in another knifing attack on London's bloody streets.
Yeah, just found it.
The victim died at the scene at the end in Stoke Newington in Hackney, police said. A man has been stabbed to death in North London tonight as the capital's out-of-control knife crime claims another victim. The named victim, aged in his 30s, died at the scene after being knifed in the front of horrified commuters in Stoke Newington, Hackney, police said. Emergency workers, including those from London's air ambulance service, were called into Matthias Road at 5:47 today, where the man was stabbed and given CPR. No arrests have been made yet, while the police is asking any witnesses or anyone for any information to come forward. So yeah, basically, London's a fucking shithole. I say we should just put London on a dome. Let them just deal with their own shit. London. There we go.
If you give them a dome, you're going to prove the flat earthers right that there's a dome.
There's only a dome over London, though.
Yeah, but they're still going to be like, see, there is a dome. We were right. The world is, in fact, flat. You can witness its edges around the London. Now, they're not going to explain why it's only around the London, but that's because they're flat earthers. Don't give them any ammo. It's hard enough to fight back without giggling.
It's called Bright swimming pool closed due to poo found in water. South Lanarkshire Leisure and Culture confirmed the closing was an accident. It was due to accidental fecal release. Yes, I agree with Blind Press. That is a price worth paying. My belief
Did you
system
get
is
5 bites yet?
peaceful.
Nope.
My belief system is peaceful,
Just got one.
which is entirely based on leave me the fuck alone. Fair enough.
Every bite counts as a bite. When he gets 5 bites, give him the marshmallows.
Okay.
It would be a dome inception, a dome inside a dome. Let's see. Leisure bosses have been forced to close the pool at the Dolan Aqua Centre 2 days after the floater was found in the water. Pool closed yesterday for the deep clean and will reopen on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. South Lanarkshire Legend and Culture apologised for the disruption caused by accidental fecal release.
Accidental fecal release? What the hell is that?
Someone shot themselves.
Oh,
Oh, okay, so they made a new word for diarrhea. Good job.
I don't know, maybe they had like bladder problems or something. I don't know. Or maybe it was a little kid or something. I don't know.
Are they going to call rape inadvertent ejaculation?
oh my God, it's a vow.
I accidentally got her pregnant, sir.
Yeah, of course you did. All swimming lessons and water-based fitness classes over the 2-day period are now cancelled.
Huh.
South Lanarkshire Leisure posted on Facebook, due to unforeseen circumstances, we've had to close the pool. The pool will reopen on Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Swimming lessons for today, Tuesday and Wednesday will be cancelled. I have a fit class for Wednesday. Swimmers expecting to go for the dip last night were left disappointed after being told they could not access the popular facility. One swimmer told the news, I go to Dolan every day for a swim. I went along last night and told the pool wasn't open. Well, that's because someone shot in it, that's why. I mean,
Chatting it.
They shat
Where?
in the water.
They shat on a turtle.
No, they shot in the pool.
This is
They
goodness.
shat in the pool.
They shat in the
He's
water.
totally into that. Yeah, there's only a couple of bites left. It's really not too much.
I mean, does this guy be able to know what the fuck is swimming shit? But I don't.
Don't
Doesn't that-
shit in the pool, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
Don't go swimming if you got diarrhea.
Don't eat that Babe Ruth. It's not really
Yeah, don't eat that Babe Ruth.
And don't go swim with your free bleeding. Ew, damn it, Chad.
I blame Chadwick for that. Chadwick never said that. It was you that said that, but not Chadwick.
I know, but he said ew. He said about shitting in the water.
Manam, buddy.
Good job.
Good job, dude.
This hasn't happened in East Kilbride for years, but I know this kind of closure would take place in Hamilton way too often. So Hamilton's a place where people shit in pools then. There's a thing.
Apparently. Was this this wasn't Hamilton, Ontario, was it?
Oh, this is in Scotland.
Oh, thank God.
You see a lot of our place names. I've noticed.
Yeah, that's why I always have to ask now, because I've got someone that knows that it's in Scotland, but it sounds like it could be in Ontario, and I just don't want it to be, because that would mean that I'm in the same province as a shit eater, you know?
No, this is Scotland's your fight.
This is red.
Awesome. It's not us with the fecal matter, it's you. I can live with that.
It's very disappointing for swimmers who use the pool regularly. Well, oh shit.
I wouldn't use that pool ever again, to be honest.
I'm still chewing. Did you swallow?
I understand the English are very
Did you
different.
swallow?
It's a big convenience
But I'm-
all the way there. Well,
Just put it up with his mouth.
You're a
Well, you just have a
butthead.
bite of the apple.
it's been several years since the pool has been
That's
closed because of floaters.
Lotus. I've got a scene from again. That. Oof. Sorry. Oh, what was his name now? Where someone shat in the pool and went in someone's mouth.
I think I've seen it, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, I can't remember either, but I know I've seen it.
The Hamilton Water Palace has been closed more than any other pool in South Lanarkshire over a 4-year period due to poo in the pool. Fuck's sake, man, I just died again. Hello?
Oh well.
I thought my internet died again.
No, you're good here.
Can hear you.
I can hear you just fine.
Good. Just my internet died.
It's a poo.
So if you're going to learn anything
Poo in the pool.
from this channel, if you're going to learn anything from this channel, that's all. Then if you're ever going to go in Hamilton, don't go for in the pool. If you're going to go to Hamilton in Scotland, not Ontario, then don't go in the pool. That's a word of advice. This is a very factual and mature channel.
Yeah, exactly. We are so mature on this channel.
We talk about people shitting in pools.
We have hit rock bottom.
No, we haven't.
Now we've hit shit bottom. There's a difference.
Bottom.
We're a long way past rock bottom.
Yeah, we're definitely in like shit territory.
There's a long way to get there yet. We have not hit the lows of this stream yet. Please remember to like and share the stream so I can finally gain subs again.
Yeah, and anybody here, note I will probably start about 5 minutes late because my son leaves exactly at 7. So I need a few minutes to give him a hug and a kiss and all those 11s before he goes.
Aww.
Yeah, so after a 2-day shutdown, it will necessarily be because of strict cleaning regime due to deal with fecal contamination. Chadwick wants to know if he can join the stream tonight, blind girl.
Chadwick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Is that all the marshmallows that are in there? God, I only have 2 left. I gotta pour another bowl. Fuck.
A spokesman said though an epicenter has been closed, you've already repeated this. Stop repeating yourself daily record. Come on. This is what happens when the pool has to be.
Did you swallow? Good job, buddy. You're really good in that color.
When this happens, we have to shut the pool immediately and carry out a strict regime to ensure any harmful bacteria is removed. This is carried out in line with the water pool treatment advisory group guidelines.
They actually match today.
Timescale can vary based on volume of pool water, turnover, chemical treatment, all other facilities such as gym, fitness classes, and the health suit are open as normal. The pool will open to the public on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
If you want to hit rock bottom, you could always post a hentai manga in the chat. No. This is not a weed channel, no. We will not be doing that, Green Thunder. We will not be doing that.
One more bite. No? Okay, you're done? Fine. Here you go. You can have the spoils. Unless you don't want the spoils, and then you can have your own bowl. I just offered my mom my son's leftover dinner. I'm like, here you go. You can have the rest of it. There's like nothing there.
Oh, I still have some.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give me.
He's done. You did a good job. You did really well.
Oh, yeah. He's getting much better. Yay, my son ate dinner without beating today, guys. Yay!
Yay!
Well done, Jack.
He silently ate his dinner. Nobody can really even notice he's here yet because he's just making no sound.
Flapjack.
And he's been at school all day, though, hasn't he? It's really good.
Yeah, he's just.
You've been eating the charms, you're really full.
Yeah, I know, right? See, this is what I love about autism. This is what I love about it. He's just sitting there.
Just nice and quiet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man accused of throwing iguana in restaurant.
Wait,
Wait.
what?
Is a man accused of bringing iguana into a restaurant or throwing iguana in restaurant?
That's a restaurant.
Well, he brought it in and then threw it.
Oh,
He threw an iguana at me?
fuck.
All reptiles matter.
Him up, beat him.
Painesville, Ohio. Police say an unruly customer at the restaurant in Ohio pulled an iguana from under his shirt and swung it around and threw it at a manager.
Oh, that poor iguana.
The iguana was pretty
nice
saying, "What the
tail
fuck?"
and just start. You just grab by the tail and start helicoptering it, like woo, 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 whoosh, like wow.
It's every good iguana.
The iguana was quoted as saying, "What the fuck, dude?"
Good arriba, arriba, arriba at the same time.
Painesville, Ohio, where police were called to the Perkins restaurant around noon Tuesday. They say they apprehended the suspect a few blocks away, roughly 30 miles east of Cleveland, northeast of Cleveland. Authorities did not say what provoked the attack. The 49-year-old has been charged with disorderly conduct, resisting arrest, and animal cruelty. Police say the lizard, who they nicknamed Copper, has been taken to Lake County Humane Society to be checked by a vet.
Is he okay?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
Did he land in a frying pan? Or did he swing him and he land in the oven?
I assume he's okay if they've taken him to a place. Then.
I guess the oven wasn't on when he put him in there, I guess, yeah.
Jesus, girl.
Just say if you're gonna throw it, just throw it in the direction of the stove at least. Be considerate. Don't kill an iguana unless you plan on eating it. Come on, you're wasting good food.
It would probably taste horrible though.
It's still food. It's nourishment. Don't waste good nourishment. Venezuela would kill for that iguana.
Speaking of Venezuela,
Oh my God, really?
Perfect segue.
Wow. Did you know
speaking of
this?
Venezuela, we have a story on Venezuela. We haven't done a Venezuela story on here for a while, so time to do one now.
I am the blind oracle. I know what is coming next.
We used to have a daily Venezuela segment, but then it's got stopped. And now it's back. Venezuela losing hope. Losing its only remaining hope of salvaging its socialist economy. Oh, good.
I think that ship sailed.
Yeah, Venezuela's fucked, but then that's socialism, I guess.
Yeah, you bastards. So it doesn't fucking work.
Exactly, yes.
But socialism is our strength, guys.
Yeah, it
I mean,
totally
we
is.
got
It makes
cool
everyone,
flags.
it makes
Communism
everyone
doesn't
equal.
work.
Venezuela is losing its only remaining hope of salvaging its economy. When it just seemed like the socialist meltdown in Venezuela couldn't get any worse, the nation's vital oil industry could be nearing total collapse. Oh, there you go.
But they got cool flags, guys. Come on now. The Soviet
Got
Union,
cool
they were
flags.
so cool with their hats and their guns and their uniforms. And they got like
And
these
their
cool
beards.
commie flags. And I mean, everybody is equal all the time. Like, you don't have to fight over it. And, you know, like, freedom is so confusing and oppressing. And I mean, thinking. Who wants to do that?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we
like
lose the control, don't we?
You're completely free unless you criticize me. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Look at all the colors.
Yeah, with foods, oil reserves, Venezuela is one of Latin America's most prosperous countries. No, it's not. No,
Guess he's done.
As it says, once was one of them. Today's nation's oil output is about the same as Romania's and could even drop even more for
He
two big
probably
reasons.
wanted more Lucky Charms.
First, the already jumped first to bankrupt petroleum operations. Just lost its biggest customer, the US. Second, nationwide blackouts continue to bring the economy to a standstill. Because socialism's fantastic. This is what happens when you get the government to control your economy. They do not know where to put their resources, and so therefore they fucking completely off.
But can't they think of other alternatives of like for example, wind power or heat power? Water. They could use water as generators. Or for generators.
You expect the government to...
Or I don't know, they could use the oil they have.
That too. They can farm land as well to make food.
Hey, government does not think of this far ahead. That's why government should not control your economy.
True.
They could, I don't know, offer to do that.
Well, they could open up the fucking market again and it'd solve a lot of their problems.
The thing is, you think that the people themselves would think about going back to farming the lands?
Not allowed to.
No, if the government owns the land, you're not allowed to do that. I'm
Oh,
afraid to
fuck
say.
you now.
No property rights in socialist countries, I'm afraid.
Oh, they're going to die.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why for most people in Venezuela, it's a daily struggle to find food.
About
You go to the shop.
Fishing or hunting.
I assume people are probably doing that already.
They did the hunting, and unfortunately, they ran out of dogs, my friend.
And they also tried to beat rabbits as well, did they not? Pew, 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 pew,
They're
pew.
running out of rabbits.
That's all I can hear right now.
Pew, 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 pew. Get your ass off of there.
This is,
Don't even think about it.
He's thinking about it.
even though breeding rabbits is a terrible idea, though.
If I do it, I get a whooping. I do it.
Hello, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Good job. I know I'm no fun. I'm sorry. Wah.
Well, it's still evening. Well, really, it's really early for one morning for you, but you don't fucking sleep, so. Experts say the power outages may have damaged the oil production equipment. To such extent, they may not be able to pump any product. Yeah, Chadwick, I've slept. I don't know about Tom. I had about 5 hours last night, about 3 hour nap after your stream, so yeah. Last month, a report of International Emergency Agency warned Venezuela's output of crude oil could collapse tiny fraction of what it was even a year ago.
And let's take our winner.
That would put the country, said they were one of the largest proven oil reserves, in the position of having to import fuel to meet its domestic needs. Oh, they're fucked then, aren't they? Even more fucked than they already were.
This is a major mismanagement of finances and farmlands.
Oh, that's what happens when you get the government to control that shit, isn't it?
Say
Yeah.
bubble.
There's no incentive for profit, so therefore they just don't even bother managing it properly.
Say ba. Good job. Bubbles.
Yeah, no
Do,
problem.
do,
though.
do, do, do.
Bien, bien.
Say bubble. Ba.
Baba.
Bubble. We're practicing our B sounds today.
B. B,
Say
B, B, B,
bubble.
B, B.
Ba. Good job.
My God!
What?
What was that?
I thought. I'm actually making part if I fucking want my own fucking stream.
Well, oh fucking go then, Mr. fucking foul mouth. I know.
Foul ass is more like it.
I just said foul mouth and ass.
Oh. I'm Scottish,
Bubble
but that's not
back.
very good. As you probably expect.
Neither are your manners. We'll forgive you because you're Scottish. You can't help it. I'm joking. Don't hurt me.
It's not my fault I'm a dick. I was born to be a
Don't
dick.
leave your tablet outside, dude. That's a bad idea. Damn it.
They really thought they could support their country on oil, but we got in the way of that.
They should spend more time
Well-
teaching their people to learn to live on the land.
They probably already know how to live on the land. They probably just
Yeah, they
don't
kind of been
care.
having to do it for the last 4 years. Because they shouldn't have to though, because they were doing okay before all this shit happens. They were doing alright, and then socialism came in and just ruined it all.
But socialism is our strength, guys.
Yep,
Socialism
fuckity, fuck.
Fuckadoo,
Yeah, fair
fuckadoo,
enough.
fuckadoo, die.
Green Thunder. I like to think that Richio is a kangaroo with insomnia. That's pretty much exactly what he is.
He's always drunk. I'm thinking half the time he doesn't even know he's awake or asleep.
To be honest, I think neither does he.
He's in a dream within a dream.
Dreamception.
Now we just brings us to give off.
Jack, I'm finishing your dinner.
A businesswoman who didn't go to university says school cancelled her plan to talk to peoples after finding out she doesn't have a degree. Really? So she's done well for herself without having a degree, but They want her to have a
Oh,
degree
bollocks.
so she can talk to kids.
Are you a fan of Hamburger Helper, Chloe?
Are you not allowed to have
She's a
other
fan of
options of being
Scotch.
successful? Hello, Chloe.
Well, you hate me. What's that?
I think she's like the only fan that I have.
I'm your fan.
No, you're just a weirdo that comes on here.
Yeah, thanks fucking lot, cunt.
But then again, you're not out of place if you're being a weirdo coming on here.
He really did sign more. He saw my boat from over here.
It's the people in the city that suffer can't support your stuff and everything is covered in concrete. A businesswoman who says school will cancel their role model talk discovering she doesn't have a degree. Lucy Arnold was scouted by a teacher who was impressed by the way she was managing director of a leisure company. Lucy Lockett Loves. And thought it would be inspirational for children. But Miss Arnold.
Go to school, kids. Go to kids' school.
But Miss Arnold said the school she does not want to name odd name and shame them. And maybe she's a better person than me, but like, yeah, see that school over there? They're a bunch of fucking killers. Tom, someone said that you're a kangaroo that's with insomnia. That's what someone said. Which, to be honest, I think I agree with. It's a drunk kangaroo. So the input to be beneficial to students after finding out she didn't go to university. See, that's bullshit, man. So she's done well for herself, got herself a good job, and then got because she didn't go to university. So our kids not allowed to have other options these days. It's just like they must go to uni.
Kind of messed up, I think.
Exactly. Because she's proven you don't have to go to university to be successful.
The thing is, the people who are starting businesses, a lot of them aren't educated in universities.
Well, neither was she, but she's done well for herself. It doesn't mean
Exactly.
you can't do well. And some of the richest people in the world actually dropped out of university. Never completed it.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what happens when a lot of people won't give you a job unless you have a degree. So lie about it, do great in that job. Then years later, they find out you lied, so that you lose your job. It's bullshit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're probably the best person you could have had. However, the businesswoman was stunned when the teacher admitted she was shocked at her business passing, despite discovering she didn't have a degree, and cancelled the talk. I always say people who have like university degrees thinking they're like better than someone who doesn't. I bet she earns a lot more than that fucking teacher does.
The thing is, if you're passionate about something, it doesn't matter about the amount of education you have about it. Say, you have a certain skill and you're like doing it for years. You don't really need an education to prove that you can do it. If it's like your own business, then you can always guarantee you're going to do well.
I mean,
It's only if you work for people that these qualifications are important.
Hmm.
You're going to work for yourself. You don't need it.
Chad, like I have a degree, but it does nothing for me. It was a waste of time. 2 years of my life. Gave me 2 years life experience, but that was it. Lucy from Sheffield wrote a few weeks ago. A teacher got in touch with me and asked me to speak at a lecture she was putting on. Yes, I did. Putting on for their business study students.
No, what I'm saying is, did she ask with a burp?
No. I put that in for out of the fact.
Oh, okay, then. That sounds more, yeah, it probably makes more sense than some people. But carry on.
So, see, maybe that was the reason why she lost. She didn't get to talk. You were up in the middle of the talk, see? It was all confirmed that I was just about to book my train tickets when an email came. Just confirming with my head of department, which university did you go to and what degree was it in? I'm presuming business or marketing. Man, reply, I never actually went to university, so I haven't got a degree. Is this going to be a problem? 3 days later, no reply on another email. Hi, Lucy. Sorry to mess you around, but the head of department has decided that he doesn't think it's beneficial to students to have a lecture off somebody who hasn't actually been at university.
They don't always tell you that, do they? They just leave you hanging. Expect you to know what the hell's going on.
Well, they did at least tell her.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, so said they didn't think it beneficial to students having a lecture off somebody who hasn't actually been to university and feels it won't encourage kids these down the road university route. And those are role models we are looking to showcase. So basically, school doesn't want you to have other options pretty much then. I mean, university works for some people and some people do very well out of it, but for others, there are other options.
Mm.
And I think it's important that schools teach kids about these options, but they don't, clearly.
I mean, there are a lot of apprenticeships around. But
Apprenticeships, colleges, things like that, you know.
where to learn a new skill. I used to be really good at woodwork at one point. Still kind of am good at woodwork. Sorry.
I mean, there's apprenticeships in colleges and things you could go to. I mean, you just,
Mm.
you know, there are other options. Well, because she was very smart and didn't pay somebody to teach us them. So some things she's not good enough. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry to say what again. Seriously. It's the stuff that arrives in my box makes you question so many things. Sometimes whether it's being body shamed or for being a woman, well, that.
Oh, don't push the fucking woman shit into it. You either have a school or you don't.
When I was fucking defending you like 2 seconds ago, and I don't want to anymore.
Defend. You see, as soon as you say it's because I'm a woman, that's when you lose the fucking argument. Because you're just basically putting sex into an argument that's nothing to do with sex.
This is exactly what I was talking about this morning. You don't have to go to college. If you want to learn something or go to a fucking trade school where they teach that, they'll absolutely teach you. See, over here, you don't really have trade schools. You have college, which I assume does the same kind of stuff trade schools does. But so over here, you can do like car mechanics and things like that in college. That's what I did for a bit.
There's always places where you can learn to knit, or you can learn to do woodwork, or you could do metal work, stuff like that. There's also places where you can learn to be plumbers and stuff like that. You don't need to go to college or university. You can actually become an apprentice or join one of those groups who teach you stuff. And if you want to continue with it, then
there is no apprenticeship courses, but like if you go to it, if you have an apprenticeship, you will often go to college as part of that apprenticeship to sort of learn the job and things like that.
I am absolutely gasping for a cigarette right now. It's not even funny.
I'm my way to roll one.
I said a cigarette, not a fag. What?
Same thing, is it not?
I cautiously
will
disagree on the fact that you say that there's no need for college or university.
I never said that. I said there's different options.
Yeah, like
you could have.
I'm only going to say case in point that it depends on what you're doing.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I've been arguing.
A lot of places now want not just qualifications, experience as well. So when you're fresh out of university or college, you've got less chance to get a job unless you've got the experience, which makes it hard for anyone. I mean, a lot of people who went in with a certain subject come out doing a completely different job because they can't get the experience to prove they can do the job, which makes it harder for them.
Yeah, that's a lot of trouble, though.
Apprenticeship is a better way to go.
They expect the experience and the qualification, and like, well, how are you supposed to get that?
I'll stand by what I've said in the past. I went to college, I got my degree, and I'm doing more now, or I'm earning more now,
Has the world lost its
not
mind?
using my degree than I ever would have as a cop.
Oh, it's John Young.
Actually, let me restate that. Okay, I went to college and got my degree. My major is criminal justice. My minor was Maryland state criminal law. Now here I am 20 years later making more than I ever would have as a cop driving a tractor trailer. And my degree is not necessary.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but that only says that trucking pays more than being a cop.
Yeah, and I could have done this 5 years earlier and been a lot better off financially than I am now.
Blind God. No one's saying that universities aren't good for some people, but I think they should be important that kids know about different options that you can have once you leave school.
The best one is
I think that you should know what you want to get out of your education before you make the decision to go and get education.
it's the
Yeah,
same.
but that's why you should also learn about different options, though, isn't it? Because a lot of kids won't know about these options, and the school's just peddling saying, "Well, you must go to university pretty much, otherwise you're never going to do anything." That's pretty much what they're saying.
The thing is with doctors.
Well, yeah.
People who are students of like medical students, right, go to hospitals to learn from doctors. They get the experience through the doctors, but if you do things like IT or any business studies, you have to have experience behind you before you can get a proper job. And half the people who do those courses don't always get the jobs. Unless they're freaking
it's an aggressive market.
Exactly. It's always really, I mean, you got to know your field before you go for it.
Yeah, like I said, you need to know what you want out of your education and what direction you want to go in before you ever sign up to get your education. Like, I don't think people should jump out of high school and go right into college or university. I think you really should take a bit off and figure out what the fuck it is you want before you even sign that application to go. Honestly, because who the hell knows what they want to do at 18, 19 years old?
The thing is, there's also apprenticeships in those kind of areas as well, where you can gain experience as well as the education. But not all people think that. They just go straight to university, which is a lot of money. These apprenticeships you get paid for. You pay a certain amount before you start, but then you get paid after about a couple of months.
I don't think you pay, but like the pay is shit you get. But you do actually get.
But yeah, that's what I mean. You need to know what you want out of your education, and you need to go and research shit before you jump into it.
Yeah. Well, some people are pushed into it if you think about it. I mean,
yeah,
everybody really knows what they want until until they know what they want.
Exactly, and if you are getting pushed into it, just stand up and say no. That's really all it takes is just stand up and say fuck off. No.
Okay, I'm going to sound a bit racist here, and I don't mean to, but you know, a lot of Chinese parents want their kids to be doctors or lawyers.
Yep.
No, I'm not being racist, but that's a stereotype.
No, it's true. It actually is true. I know quite a few of them chinks that do the same thing.
Fucking disavow. Fucking hell.
Dude. I got a couple of YouTuber friends.
If the parents are pushing them into it, then and they don't want to truly do it, then are you going to tell your parents? You know how pushy some parents are that you don't want to do it.
Well, see, and here's the scenario: if your parents are pushing you into it, you still don't have to sign the papers. If they're going to pay for you to fuck it up, then go for it. But if they're not paying for it, you still don't have to sign the papers, even if they're pushing you into it. They can enroll you all they want, but you don't have to follow through and walk in the door.
Yes, your choice, your life.
But there are more things out there. I mean, you learn more in the actual game, in the actual job.
I went to school right after high school because I wanted out of my house.
I would beg to differ sometimes that you learn more in the actual job than in a classroom. It really depends on the field. Like, for example, architectural work, you actually need both. You need the classroom and you need the experience. In the reference to a doctor needs to study for like 5 years, and then they have to do a residency as an apprenticeship for 2 to 3 years afterwards. So it is a mixture of both. It really depends on what you're going in, whether you're going to learn more experience on the job or if you in fact do need those textbooks first.
As you said, do research.
Yeah, like you need to know what you want before you enter in a contract that you're going to school. You really need to know, everything there is to know about it and make sure this is what you really want and do your fucking research on shit.
That's what I think
If you're
schools
just going,
Sorry.
well, like if you're going in there, all willy nilly, don't expect to have a very good experience. You should never make life decisions willy nilly. You really should not.
No, but that's why I think schools should teach kids about other options.
They should, but if they don't, then it's up to the student to go and look at those other options as well.
Or the parents should do it as well. The parents should also teach kids about other options as well.
Yeah, but if you got dumb fuck parents, then you got your own personal thing to deal with, which is go and research it yourself. Like,
it's not racist, but again, down here, we have a lot of Vietnamese, and they push kids into things like that. Yeah, I think it's Asians in general. They're very pushy for their kids to become successful.
yes, they are, because they know what it's like when you're not.
And that's why Asians are so successful, really, isn't it?
Because they're
Yes, it is.
motivated.
Lucy said it was in line at the end of the email that threw. That was the one thing that threw me most of everything. I can't be good at what I do and not have a degree. You end up questioning your own self-worth. Why would we be better at business if I have a degree? Should I have gone to university? Probably not if you've done very well. Anyway, moving on.
I would have thought that it wouldn't really make a difference, but what I'm saying is it would have taken her longer to become successful if she went for university.
Depends on what you define as success too, because we don't actually know how successful her business is. It could very well think she could be very well pushing that it's doing better than what it actually is as well. So you need to know that information to actually make an actual judgment on it. If there's a statistic saying that if you have a degree, your business in fact does better, then maybe. But statistically, it's all over the place. There isn't really no way to know if she would have had better business skills going to school or not. But if she's doing fine, then leave her the fuck alone.
I mean, people learn as they go along about what's right and what's wrong in their business.
But I mean, at the end of the day, if that establishment values credentials, then fuck it, fine. They value credentials. Let them be. If they don't want you there because you don't have credentials, then just walk away. Why sit there and bitch about it? They have a choice to want a degreed person talking or not. It's not really her decision. It's theirs. And I don't think they should be faulted on having a preference.
Yeah. Most colleges are just there so kids can continue high school, pretty much. Yeah.
You could make your own game, Day.
Moving on, man using liters of blood to create painting on school wall. A man used 2.5 liters of human blood to paint a giant bird onto a wall at the side of a school.
He did fucking what?
Well, you can't say he's not being creative.
No, just a bit psycho.
Wow, I'm in so much debt. I love my parents to pay. Yeah, unfortunately, some people don't have that option, do they?
Ball.
Julian Costello, 26, took 2 months and used 2.5 liters of blood.
Oh, sorry.
You have to be shocked at how many students I've walked in by school who said, I'm skipping class today, Mum. Mum and Dad are paying, who cares? Yeah. Yeah, see, blind press, that's also part of the problem as well, isn't it? The tattoo artist from Foreign, Colombia, created the mural at the School of Foreign Penaro in an attempt to make a statement against innocent blood being shed.
Where did you get that amount of blood?
Blood bank?
Yeah, I was going to say. Isn't that illegal to use blood banks like that?
Yep, sorry.
I don't know, you probably found it somewhere, I don't know. I think he said it took him 2 years to do it, so it took him 2 months, so I don't know. He also did it in favour. Also did it in favour of a building society that was free of oppression and injustice following the national student strike in the city of Cali. In the video, Julian pours red blood from the bottle onto a plastic cup. Then stands it next to the art that measures almost twice the height of him. Another clip, the artist can be seen pouring blood into the multicoloured backdrop after using an airbrush.
Yeah.
Where do you get the blood? Where do you need? And do we need to check his basement? Probably.
It's making my skin crawl. This is. I'm cringing. I'm
If
fucking.
you see the fucking, you see this. You see the baby Jesus crying thing. It's fucking terrifying.
Ooh.
That thing's terrifying.
That might not be blood, though.
Look at that thing.
That might not be blood.
I mean, I know this won't be very entertaining for blind girl or blind press, but this is, yeah, it's fucking terrifying. That thing.
Be grateful you can't see it, guys, because that's fucking freaky. You know, they've actually, some churches have been caught putting like little hoses into the eyes of some of the statues to make it look like they're crying. No, sometimes it's like blood, it's water mixed in with paint.
This is straight out of a Criminal Minds episode. I thought people would react badly to the artwork for using blood as a material, but actually there's a lot of people that liked it.
Oh,
It
God.
was a sociological experiment and everything was done. I thought people thought it was a great job. He mixed the tattoo ink with acrylic paint and titled it Blood Mural 2.0.
Don't get me wrong, it's pretty, but at the end of the day, why can't you just use paint? It lasts longer. It won't.
It was a protest thing. It was a protest thing.
What were they protesting?
He was protesting bloodshed, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Maybe he's some vegan or something, or maybe he's against violence. I don't really know what's going on in Colombia right now.
Red paint. Using blood is just gross.
Julian is now hoping the Guinness Book of Records will agree to list the mural as the largest ever painted using human blood, following him being recognised by them 2 years ago for creating the largest mural using only pencils. And if we've registered the artwork for the Guinness Book of Records, but is yet confirmed by them since posting an image of the art online, he scores people to flooded in to comment on the body art. See, it does look very nice though. I mean, it's a very for blind press, it's a bird. It looks very nice. Yeah, some people are just fucking. I would say that it does look pretty nice though. To be honest, if you see it, you wouldn't even know it was done by blood. You would just think it was done by red paint, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. The thing is, this is another set of people going too far with certain things. I mean, yeah, I can understand his I think it's, but at the end of the day, it'd be cheaper if you use fucking paint and less time as well. And plus,
yeah, we wanted to.
blood is gross. How long is that going to be there for, though? How long is it till the blood fades?
Years.
I don't know. I should have faded a bit.
Years. It's preserved, but Abraham Lincoln, the pillow that they rested his head on after he was shot, still has blood on it. That's what.
The thing is, will it not deteriorate from the rain? Like, will the rain not deteriorate over time?
I mean, it'll rain on it.
So you can just outside.
Yeah, if it's not sealed in.
Not sealed in. It looks just like it's outside on a wall.
Doggy.
Anyway, this is old. I mean, I know this is old, but I seen it and thought, fucking hell, this is just. I quit my job to breastfeed my boyfriend every 2 hours.
She did what?
She quit her job to breastfeed her boyfriend.
Oh my fucking Bitty! No, Bitty! No, Bitty! But I want Bitty later. No, I want Bitty now.
It doesn't make me that little brown thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A mum is breastfeeding her boyfriend 20 years after having children.
Oh my fucking.
Fair, she does look a bit young to be 20 years from having children 20 years ago, doesn't she? You don't think?
Yeah, she does look young. Fucking hell, she looks about the same age as me. Nothing? Well, fuck you guys then.
Nah, she looks younger than you.
You don't know.
I know what you look like.
Yeah, true. I've had to take ID down to some place.
I can't comment without sounding really dirty, like worse than usual.
Oh god.
Gillian Mulford took time off her job as a bartender to induce breastfeeding because she wants to start an adult breastfeeding relationship with Brad Leeson. Like, what the fuck? Because she has not given birth to a baby recently, she and Brad, 36, need to dry feed every 2 hours to fill her body into thinking she is feeding a child and starts producing milk. Why do you need to do this? I mean, you're not producing milk because you don't need to produce milk anymore because your kids have obviously grown older and don't need it.
This kind of relationship is a controlled relationship. You know, she's got the money again. I can't. Oh fuck! I got nothing to say.
I think if her body's not producing milk, it's because she doesn't need it because her kids have grown older, so they don't need it anymore. Like,
Jennifer who still got breast milk, and she's feeding her granddaughter while her daughter was getting dressed.
I bet it tastes horrible.
Ugh. I thought it would come out dry, like powder.
Jennifer was single when she stumbled across the website about ABR. When you go check her, sorry.
As a dare from my wife when she was pregnant and breastfeeding, I can say it tastes like a weird, like a 2% milk thing.
Oh dear God, you didn't.
So it's very weak milk then, isn't it?
Can you actually make cheese out of breast milk?
Yes, I think you can.
Someone's probably already done it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't.
Someone's probably already done it though, surely.
There's probably a business that sells it.
Ben and Jerry's, for a while, Ben and Jerry's actually made ice cream out of it.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that years ago, yeah.
Oh dear God.
She said, when I read about the bond that breastfeeding can create between two people, it was envious. I've enjoyed my breast being touched during sex more than anything else, so I knew I would enjoy it.
Oh, I'm going to be sick.
Why?
This bitch be dirty.
I've always enjoyed my breast being touched during sex.
Who doesn't? But you don't fucking get someone to suck the fuck out of it. Oh, wait, never mind. Yep. Never mind. Carry on.
Okay, that's too much information.
Sorry.
Jennifer from Atlanta started searching for men who would be open to the idea of an adult breastfeeding. I'm 100% sure there's a place on the internet where you can buy breast milk on the internet. I don't
There
feel like
is
looking
a couple
into
of
it.
sites.
There actually is.
Yeah, we can find out where you're right then, yeah.
And once a woman begins to breastfeed, her breast will continually produce milk until, it'll continue as long as the milk's being drained from her breast. It will continually make it.
When I read about the joy it brought others, I was desperate to seek a partner I shared an emotional bond with. I use dating sites to put messages on ABR forums. What does ABR mean then?
Mm-hmm.
ABR. B like breast or V like Victor?
Adult breastfeeding something, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. I didn't even put an advert on Craigslist, but I drew a blank and started to think I'd never get to try adult breastfeeding. Finally, she started chatting about the idea one night with Brad, an old boyfriend from school. We're talking about me and Brad. We're talking, and Brad told me he had a thing for big breast women, and that had always been a factor in his relationships. Okay, fair enough. You like big boobs. I like big boobs as well, but you know, you don't need to fucking drink the milk out of them, do you? I thought it was a perfect time to bring up adult breastfeeding and see if he'd be interested. No, it's not fucking. I mean, that would be a perfect time to do that. I couldn't breastfeed for long, but I'll tell you this. I took the breastfeed pump, turned it on my highest level, and put it on my ex's nipple when he was asleep. Yvonne, you're evil.
I don't say she put it in his cereal.
I knew someone that used to put breast milk in their coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, you throw up. I'm
You know, some
each
very strange
alone.
people.
But you don't fucking go online and say you do these things. Because you're going to get a lot of shit.
Thankfully, Brad was instantly open to the idea. It was like a light switch flicked in his head. I could tell his voice. He was curious and excited. Yeah, I keep on. Imagine it hurts. She's probably fucking knackered after it.
I bet she's got nipples like a hose pipe.
I should say tired because I think you're American and you don't understand English properly. Started doing his own research into AVR. They soon became more than just friends. At that moment, I knew I had a partner for life. We both wanted the same thing out of a relationship. A magical bond that only breastfeeding can achieve. Yeah, but you're a mother and a fucking child, not a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Like, what the
He wanted Bitty. He wanted Bitty now.
Well, I mean, you gotta factor in like that breast milk changes for what the woman eats. So like she could just be secretly eating just gross shit, and you're now drinking that out of her boobs. Like, come on.
Can you imagine if she was smoking a spliff just before you breastfed? Fuck me, you'd be as stoned as she is.
I would wonder if she ate extra spicy tacos before you breastfed. You're in for a surprise.
Chadwick says, as a parent, I can honestly say I've tasted breast milk probably a handful of times. This shit is disgusting. I couldn't do it for long enough anyway. What a convo. Yeah, welcome to the stream.
I bet she could smack her boyfriend in the face with her nipples.
Oh, what?
So for strange reason, I've got a fixation on her humongous
I just
nipples.
realised they probably take me down for that picture of the boobs. Oh, well, nobody watches this shit anyway, so I don't know. Because Jennifer hasn't breastfed in over 20 years, she had no milk to feed Brad. Couple needed to induce lactation by dry feeding and pumping her breast every 2 hours, just like she was feeding a baby. Strange cunt.
Ugh. This is giving me fucking chills. And making my skin crawl.
Yep. Onto the titular article. My computer won't let me do it. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake, browser's crashing again.
Oh dear.
Well, it wouldn't be one of these streams without tech problems, would it?
Do what?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Does the boob swing low? Can she wobble to and fro? Can she tie them in a knot? Can she tie them in a bow? Yeah? No? Okay, I'll shut up.
Mother, where's Peter?
Maybe she needs a refill on her over-the-shoulder boulder holders.
Welcome to the Education Show with Skeleton. Well, that's not right there, isn't it, Tom?
She did go bowling. She don't need a bowling ball. She just grab one of her tits and throw them.
With Soaxman.
She'll still have enough slack for them to come back.
Oh boy.
I'll be right back, probably.
Take your time. We are in a moment. Do 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 titties. Do 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 do. Big.
Or I'll just I'll entertain people with the child. Look at that. Look at how entertaining he is. Oh, look, Scotty's back.
Yep.
Yay.
I'm entertaining people with the kid.
I don't know, Tom. I don't know what Peter's doing. I haven't spoken to him properly today. He's been out with Foxy and Random Goon.
I did wonder why I wasn't streaming. 'Cause
Yeah,
usually,
he's been out with Foxy and Random Goon. I only spoke to him on Discord for a bit.
oh, he seems happy.
Yeah, if I
Okay.
had the energy. If I just had that energy, man, I would just love to harness that. He could power 1,000 homes with that.
Florida man arrested for RKOing a fake alligator.
What?
Florida man arrested for RKOing a fake alligator.
Fucking hell.
RKO.
Knocking basically just
Knocking
wrestling
the
thing.
fucker out. Well, seeming to have knocked it out.
And Scotty's gone again.
Oh, still
Oh,
here.
dear.
Still here.
Oh, the other you.
There was two of me.
There was two of you.
Oh, I was showing you this twice.
Florida man has been arrested after RKOing a fake alligator in a shopping centre. That's what I
How do
think.
you
Well, I guess
something
guess
that's
beating
already not alive?
I guess beating a fake alligator is better than losing to a real one.
Yeah. So that's why I titled the stream like Florida Steve Irwin. Because as far as he's trying to be like Steve Irwin or something here.
Crikey.
He's a fake alligator. I'm
Have a
gonna
little
post
bigger.
it.
Cuban says your son's adorable, blind girl. 18-year-old Guinea Sosa Hernandez faces a charge of criminal mischief after he performed the wrestling
wrestled him.
move. After performing the wrestling move on a fake alligator display at Miami-Dade County Mall on the Friday from March. It's arrested the high school student after being alerted to the video. Sosa Hernandez performing the stunt on social media. Well, let's watch the frame rate will be shit because it's hangouts. Will eventually load. Alright, see, here we go.
Oh, my nini.
That's not even halfway believable, is it? See, now that'd be fun. That'd be funny if it was like if the alligator, I don't know, bent. I mean,
it was like one of the swimming pool, maybe, or something that, like one of those floater things in the swimming pool.
yeah, that's what it looks like.
If it was one of them, I could get it, but a fiberglass thing, no. And the figures the teenagers can be rooming us all, but we've already seen it. Jumping in with the alligator, Sosa Hernandez throws the fake alligator off the rock and displays it upon before like an RKO. WWE's Randy Orton's finisher. But pretends to pin the alligator down before pushing it away. Honestly, I'm going to the charge or nothing. I want to see if he gets charged or anything. Yeah, people are stupid, Chadwick. Yeah, there's actually a crocodile sanctuary in my town. Well, there's not one here. Hey, you wouldn't get crocodiles in Scotland, would you? Never. My smoke has been rolled. Right.
Jack is totally just loving your news.
Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, I imagine he would be. So who lefty eco warriors put themselves together? I was like Jeremy Corbyn's house in bizarre, bizarre stuff.
Are you okay?
Yeah, remember to like and share the stream. Doing all right, enjoying listening to you guys. Thanks, Skiba. Remember to like and share the stream, people, so we can start getting subs here again. I'm getting something like a fucking week. I'm getting desperate now.
I'm keeping out of the competition between you and Peter, by the way.
I think Peter is now as well. I think Peter's not too happy with me. I don't know why, but fuck it.
Peter's what?
Never mind. But the climate change activist left when he offered to meet Parliament to discuss climate change issues as thousands cause chaos in the capital. Lefty eco warriors glued themselves outside Jeremy Corbyn's house. These people don't have had jobs to go to or anything, no, they have time much to sit and glue themselves outside someone's house.
Oh, fucking hell.
I wish I had the fucking time of the day to do that. The climate change activists were left when the lefty boss offered to meet them in Parliament to discuss climate change issues as thousands cause chaos and repeating yourself. And Mr. was forced to walk past four climate change activists backed up against.
Hello?
There's so many streams I need to know which all you. I'm just still here. So many streams I need to know which all you guys do so I can do. Shares, I'm not too sure who streams when. Well, I stream at 10 p.m. GMT for now. I'm not sure it's working, so I might change it again. I might go like 9 or half 9 instead, maybe. I'm thinking about maybe going an hour or maybe like half an hour earlier, maybe I currently do now. I don't know.
Up to you, dude. Your stream.
Puff puff. I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway. Mr. Corbyn's wife Slaughter was also seen outside the couple's house. Activists said it was part of a bid to make the Labour law more action on climate change. Several appear to be accompanied by plastic bottles, holding one.
Are you pooping?
As anyone is, don't poop on the carpet.
Pretty much. Well, we're trying to catch him before he poops his pants to throw him on the toilet, but I can't really tell, so I don't know if he's pooping or not.
I might make a stream guide, actually, Keyboard. I might make a stream guide, maybe. That might actually work. It's clearly sticking at the same time slot clearly isn't working anyway. Yeah, make a stream guide like a TV guide.
Oh, yeah, I've watched a few stream guides. They all generally say the same thing. Label your shit, use catchy clickbait titles, make sure that you commit to uploading at the exact same times that you set, and stick to the schedule, and don't get discouraged if it takes a while, because it takes forever to build a goddamn channel. Oh, and don't forget to participate in the comment conversation so that when people like the conversation you're having, they click on your name and find your channel. I've watched a lot of those.
I don't know. Just a bit in the arse when you're not growing at all. I don't know. I can say it was part of a bid to make me whatever. And fuck ego cunts.
Can I make a really weird suggestion?
Can we stop you?
That might help you, Scotty.
What?
Have you thought about trying somewhere else in your house or somewhere else in your place to actually do your streams at? Because one of the things that actually kind of makes it hard to understand you is the echo in the background.
There's an echo in the background.
Yeah, there is.
Where?
Your voice. Your voice echoes.
So because I'm in a small room.
I think that's just his voice.
No,
I'm plus I'm
it's
in a
not.
small room.
Ow, 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 ow.
Have you thought maybe hanging like a blanket on the wall behind you or something?
I might do that, maybe. I don't know.
Or like sitting in a blanket and having the blanket over your head so that when you're talking to the mic and leaning in, the blanket just. But then when you fart and belch, that's going to be a bad idea. But, it could
Actually,
happen.
that'd be a funny idea. Do that.
You can
Do that.
jump in yourself.
Do that.
Anyway, blind chucking starts soon, so fuck it. And then it's through. Chilling time. Right.
If you'd like to come and watch my streams, I stream Monday to Friday from probably about 8 o'clock until 10. I'm on YouTube and Twitch, so I hope to see you there, guys. Oh, by the way, description. It's all in the description. Everything is all about the description.
Trucker.
Pumpkin Trucker channel, daily dash cams, starting again about tomorrow morning, about 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. So, what does that make it? 1:45 till 2? 1:45 GMT?
Yeah, I think it's about time.
Watch.
Watch. They go on all day. My dash cams go on all day.
Any questions from the chat as well? Spam blind chucking in the chat.
Yeah, leave a comment, guys. Enter the discussion. Leave some comments for Scotty so that he can prove his literacy through typing.
Also, like, share, and subscribe.
Yep, share the stream out, get more people in here.
Hey, Jack, you got anything to show? Okay, how about this one? Say ah. There we go. Jack shield.
Alright.
What are you doing, monkey? Oh, right. I have to blow bubbles. Fuck. Fine. Say bubble. Bye.
Also, follow me on Twitter and join the Discord in the description below. If you want, if there's any news articles you want me to read on here or any, or if you just want to know when I'm streaming.
Pay attention when I'm talking to you. Jesus.
Right, anyway. Time to end the stream though. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. All hail Blue Whale, don't piss off.